Hey everybody, this is Jerome with Common Sense Consulting, here with episode 6 of Tax Prep Made Simple. Today we're going to talk about avoiding some of the common tax pitfalls. So, mistakes in your taxes can be costly. So, we're going to talk about some common pitfalls and how to avoid them. Some of the common areas that I see a lot of people do when they file their own taxes. Uh, the first thing is using incorrect social security numbers. So, using the correct social security number is very important. If you put in the wrong social security number, your return will be rejected if you're e-filing. If you paper file, your return will get kicked back. So, make sure when you fill out when you go in and you do your taxes online, or if you're using a tax preparer, make sure you give them the correct social security numbers. It's very important. Also, another thing with social security numbers that I find is, especially when there's both parents try to claim, as far as child tax credits or something like that. Say one parent will, file first, and then the second one will try to file with that same child's social security number, and then that uh, tax return will get kicked back. It'll get rejected. So just make sure you're using the correct social security number, and make sure you have an understanding as to who is claiming the child in that tax year. Also, another thing is filing the wrong status. So make sure you're using the right status. Whether it's single, head of household, married filing separate, married filing joint, or qualified surviving spouse. So it's very important to use the correct filing status. It can affect what credits you might qualify for. In addition to if the filing status is wrong, is another reason why your return could get rejected. Another common area that I see is typos in your bank account information. So if you're, looking to get your refund direct deposit, make sure, double check, triple check that when you enter in your bank account information that you're entering the correct routing number and the correct account number. If you're off by one number, that return can go to somebody else's bank account. If that happens, uh, it's a lot of steps that you'll have to try to go through to correct that situation. So it's very, very, very important that you know, look at the bank account information, make sure you're entering the numbers correctly, double check, triple check, just to make sure you're doing it properly. Another thing to do is avoid scams. There's a lot of people out there, looking to scam you out of your tax return. So be aware of emails claiming to be from, the IRS. If you get an email, or even if you get a phone call from somebody claiming to be from the IRS, you know, uh, one, don't share any of your sensitive information over the phone. If you suspect that something's not right, get off the phone. Don't click any links or respond to the email. Call them directly and make sure that they are who they say they are. So, it's important to avoid the scams, because you get caught up in the scams, they get your information, they can file a return using, your social security number and all your pertinent information. And the next thing you know, when you try to do it, uh, there's an issue, your return will get rejected. It can also, lead to identity theft, which is, more problems in itself. Uh, so, those things, just a few little simple things, and I don't try to make these videos too long, just try to give you just a low, brief synopsis of things that can happen, things that I've seen. So just stay vigilant, double check your return, uh, and, just do things the right way. If, it's too much for you and you need help, reach out to me. You can always leave me a message in the comments, find me on social media, DM me a message, and I'll get back to you. If there's some other topics that you want me to talk about that I haven't talked about so far, or say it's something that I've talked about that you want me to go deeper in depth with, leave me a comment or, once again, go to social media, DM me, and I'll get those videos out to you. Or if you need some personal, personal advice, I can reach out to you directly. So thanks, guys. I appreciate you watching these podcasts. Really appreciate it. If you know somebody that needs their taxes done, uh, you know, refer them to me, uh, and I really appreciate it. So, thanks again for watching, and you guys have a great day.